Today we're going to take a look at the Buzz Lightyear XL-15 fighter. This is a really inexpensive fighter, and it's a very cool vehicle. But it's not just customizers who are drawn to this fighter, and it's not just the G.I. Joe community either. Let's take a look at the Buzz Lightyear XL-15 fighter, and then we're going to take a deep dive into why this vehicle draws so many people's attention. All right, today we're going to take a look at the Lightyear XL-15 fighter. Now, a lot of channels and customizers have already done really great jobs going over this vehicle, so I'm going to do something a little different. Here you can see the spring-loaded canopy, the spring-loaded firing missiles. Again, this vehicle is 20 inches long. What I don't have are the engines and the stabilizer wings attached to this specific example, but we still have to customize it, and they are hard to get off. Ask me how I know. Really awesome vehicle. Here's where the spring-loaded missiles go. Here's the landing gear. These landing gear are really sturdy. See? Right here is the mechanism for opening the canopy. It's just one smooth movement. This is what the inside of the cockpit looks like. You close it up. This is the torso C-clamp that holds the figure in place. Then this is the foot pad with the pegs. And then you can see it's just held in by a little retaining pin right here. It's an 86 Tomahawk seat. You know, with the Tomahawk seat in, you can see how big it is. Let's close it up. Now this foot pad could actually act as a seat if you dremeled out some of the dash. Close the sucker up. Here's a size comparison with a classified and a 4-inch Joe. And then this is what a classified figure looks like inside with the C-clamp taken off. Here's a size comparison with a 2008 Conquest. Another size comparison with a 92 Storm Eagle that I customized. And if you want to see my custom Storm Eagles, these are all the G1 Seekers: Thundercracker, Starscream, and Skyward. A size comparison with a 2011 Silent Strike Sky Striker. Let's get into some customs now. First up, Night Force. You can see this version, I left the foot pad in place, greebled a headrest, and added some control panels. Can't see the back seat in the shot. Now, this was a fun custom to make, complete with all those awesome glow-in-the-dark Night Force stickers. And the weathering detail was fun work too. The Lightyear fighter to me feels like a cross between a Conquest, an X-Wing, and a Cybertronian fighter. Since I love my Joe Transformer crossover customs, here comes two of them. Here's my quietest custom in early stages, where you can get a good look at the cockpit after I gutted out all the mechanisms.
Magnificent! Stupendous!
The warrior.
Cyclonus was a really fun custom to make. Now these are both just base coated with spray paint. Remember, it's the details that really make customs sing. Detailed weathering, not going crazy on the stickers. Hope you enjoyed some of my customs of this inexpensive and versatile vehicle. Which leads me to the next point.
We need to acknowledge the elephant in the room.
You saw it coming. In comparison, this is $230 online only and crowdfunded. This is what most of us see day in, day out for G.I. Joe on toy aisles. Usual suspect peg warmers and figures from that horrible movie you couldn't give away. And that's it. Mattel and Motu, on the other hand, several lines, mounts, vehicles, playsets. Look at that. Don't forget this, something entirely new. But retailers won't stock playsets, and vehicles are impractical. Look at that, $45. Come on, Hasbro. Can you really make a comparison between a toy line like Mattel's Lightyear with a generations-old brand like G.I. Joe? Yes and no. At least I was able to make this Cobra robot from Marvel issue number 3 out of this Lightyear Zergbot. Sure, Hasbro has a lot of product on the shelf, but that's a few items from a lot of IPs. Big name IPs, but just a couple items each. Mattel, Masters of the Universe. It's awesome to see this stuff on the shelf, granted, but all of this has been done before, and a lot of it just screams safe. Now the Lightyear fighter represents something a little different. It can accommodate a 6-inch figure for the classified collectors or other lines. It can also accommodate 2 3 3/4 inch or 4-inch modern Joes, but the Lightyear fighter also represents something new. It's different. It's not a Sky Striker. It's not an X-Wing. It's definitely not a Hiss Tank. It's something new. And that's why a lot of toy collectors, and especially customizers, gravitate toward this vehicle. It's something different. We all love the toy brands that we love. We all love the memories that they bring up in us from our childhood. But there's something to be said about new toys. Being bold. Sure, you can say what you want about the Rise of Cobra G.I. Joe movie, but at least that toy line made an Agent Helix figure. The G.I. Joe comics are up to issue number 300, and we're still just getting Snake Eyes repaints. Why do you need 5 roadblocks? You don't. There's a lot of other characters in the world of G.I. Joe. A lot of new and exciting characters. You don't just need another Snake Eyes. Speaking of Snake Eyes, even that horrible Origins movie had a new character in the form of Aikiko. And even though I don't like the figure, and I definitely didn't like that movie, at least they went for something new. There's definitely been a lot of good conversations within the action figure collecting community. Not just G.I. Joe, but Star Wars, Masters of the Universe, Transformers, lots of other lines. About how nostalgia and how these toy manufacturers play it safe are really hurting innovation, and these companies wanting to take a risk on things like vehicles, playsets, toys of new characters. I've definitely got a lot of opinions on the topic of nostalgia versus the state of the toy industry these days. But that's a topic for another time. Thanks a lot for watching the video. If you're not subscribed, please give a subscribe on the way out. Definitely appreciate it. Hit the like button and let's continue the conversation in the comments. See you on the next one.